Introduction. George Polya was a Hungarian mathematician. He was a professor of mathematics from 1914 to 1940 at Stanford University. He made fundamental contributions to combinatorics, number theory, numerical analysis, and probability theory.
Polya solving strategy. Nearly 100 years ago, a man named George Polya designed a four-step method to solve all kinds of problems. Understand the problem, make a plan, execute the plan, and look back and reflect. Because the method is simple and generalized well, it has become a classic method for solving problems.
Steps of solving in Polya strategy. Step 1. Understand the problem. Step 2. Devise a plan. Step 3. Carry out the plan. Step 4. Look back.
What is the use of logical thinking?
Logical or deductive reasoning. Logical or deductive reasoning involves using a given set of facts or data to deduce other facts by reasoning logically. It involves drawing specific conclusions based on premises.
Angelica, Nicole, Erlene, and Myrene works different profession. Their profession are veterinarian, lawyer, doctor, and flight attendant. Angelica's profession has something to do with animals. Myrene is a trained one to prosecute or defend someone in the court. Nicole's sister is a flight attendant. Which profession does each work? Step 1. Understand the problem. First, you have to understand the problem. What is the unknown? What are the data? What is the condition? It is possible to satisfy the condition. Is the condition sufficient to determine the unknown? Or it is inefficient, or redundant, or contradictory? Draw a figure, introduce suitable notation, separate various parts of the condition. Can you write them down? So as we understand the problem, from the scenario, there are four people who work different professions. Given the information, the problem is we need to know which profession each of them works.
Step 2. We must first construct the plan, which we call devise a plan, before we can execute it. Come up with some strategies for solving the problem. Common strategies include making a list, drawing a picture, eliminating possibilities, using a formula, guessing and checking, and solving a simpler related problem. To answer the above problem, we will use the technique of building a table. Let us make a table and analyze which of them work in the given profession. Use logical reasoning to complete the table. We will mark a check for each of their profession. We mark a check so that we can eliminate the wrong option, then we will be left to our sure and final answer.
Step 3. Carry out the plan. Use the strategy chosen in Step 2 to solve the problem. If you encounter difficulties using the strategy, you may want to use resources such as the textbook to help. If the strategy itself appears not to be working, return to Step 2 and select a different strategy. In this step, we must carry out the plan that we made in Step 2. So in the first clue, it is said that Angelica's work has something to do with animals. Therefore, we can conclude that Angelica is the veterinarian. So she can't be a lawyer, doctor, or a flight attendant anymore. Myrene, Erlene, and Nicole can't also be the veterinarian. In the second clue, it is said that Myrene is a trained one to prosecute or defend someone in the court. Prosecuting and defending someone is a lawyer's job. So technically, we can conclude that Myrene is a lawyer. So she can't be a doctor or a flight attendant anymore. Erlene and Nicole can't be a lawyer too. In the last given clue, it is said that Nicole's sister is the flight attendant. So basically, Nicole cannot be the flight attendant, so she is a doctor. And Erlene is a flight attendant since it's the only option left for Erlene is a flight attendant.
Step 4. Review the solution. You may be familiar with the expression, don't look back, check and interpret. Basically, check to see if you use all your sense. If your answer clues check out, make sure that you write your final answer with the correct labeling. We can conclude that Angelica is the veterinarian, Myrene is the lawyer, Nicole is the doctor, and Erlene is the flight attendant. Because of the reason given in the table, we prove that the answers are correct. That's the end of our discussion. Thank you for listening.